Thank you for tuning in. My name is Paul Hayward and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Block Energy. I'd now like to introduce you to our in-house subsurface manager, Mr. Stephen James. Stephen is an expert in fractured reservoirs, having been involved in the appraisal and development of some of the largest fractured oil and gas fields around the world. Stephen will now take you through the experiences had whilst drilling B1 and the impact that will have on our follow-on well, JKT.
Thank you, Paul. As Paul said, my name is Stephen James and I'm Block Energy's Geoscience Manager. I've worked in the upstream oil and gas industry for around 40 years in Europe, Russia, Africa, the Middle and Far East for major and large independent operators, where I've been an individual contributor and I've led teams. Many of the fields that I've worked on were naturally fractured reservoirs, such as the UK's Clare field, which together have enabled me to build up a portfolio of expertise in their appraisal and development. Block Energy has now drilled 3 horizontal wells and acquired 3D seismic in the West Rustavi field, which have greatly improved our understanding of the reservoir. It is these technologies, together with borehole imaging, that are key to exploiting the future potential of the naturally fractured reservoirs in Block Energy's Georgian assets. The first 2 wells, WR16AZ and WR38Z, were horizontal sidetracks drilled from wells that had been suspended. Both horizontal wells were drilled before the 3D seismic was acquired. The 3D seismic showed that WR16AZ was drilled in a structurally complex area of the field, and the well successfully proved the presence of an extensive productive natural fracture network. However, production from this well has been very variable, reflecting the local complexity of the reservoir. WR38Z drilled a less complex area, as indicated by the 3D seismic, and production from this well has been relatively stable. As both wells were sidetracked from Soviet-era wells, well integrity issues were considered to have compromised their performance. The third well, WRB1A, was a new well drilled in order to avoid such integrity issues and aimed to replicate the success of WR38Z, but further to the west and up dip. Following extensive evaluation, we now believe that WRB1A encountered a relatively low density natural fracture network that has resulted in a lower than predicted production rate. In planning to drill Block Energy's next well, a sidetrack from the JKT1 well that was drilled in 2011, Block Energy has brought these learnings together to optimally position the well, specifically by calibrating the 3D seismic with the data that has been gathered during drilling and production, applying horizontal well technology and geomechanics to maximize access to the natural fracture network, and optimizing the well trajectory position in real time using data acquired whilst drilling. There are also specific characteristics of the JKT1 area itself that indicate it to be highly prospective. Firstly, the sidetrack trajectory will penetrate a high density of fault and fracture systems throughout its length that were identified by analysis of the 3D seismic and will enhance hydrocarbon flow to the wellbore. Secondly, analysis of the production history of the KRT39 well, which is located around 300 meters from JKT1, suggests that a volume of some 8.5 million barrels of oil was originally present in this area of the reservoir, of which only 470,000 barrels, so around 5%, has ever been produced. The JKT1 sidetrack hole will therefore target production of this remaining oil.
Thank you, Stephen. As noted in this morning's RNS, drilling of the fully funded JKT well, the second well of our 2-well program, is about to commence. Success at JKT will generate approximately $6 million of free cash per annum at current Brent prices, providing an excellent platform for organic growth. We look forward to providing a further operational update as we progress on JKT and follow on plans for the B1A well. Thanks again for tuning in.